It's never going to get printed out if there's a script. They're not going to print it. Like, it's not like they give it out to everyone to read.
There was
like,
an office memo.
Just
go do it, goddammit!
Just making up accents at this point.
Do it!
You heard him. Please.
You know what's better than, you know what's honestly the best thing? Pissing drunk outside.
Nothing better. Just staring up into the stars. You're like, like I'm having a great night. Like, this is fun time.
Sometimes I prefer to pee outside than I do a bathroom.
Oh.
You think aliens are real? What's up, folks? Welcome back to the Pro Am Podcast. Just a couple amateur athletes talking pro sports. I'm Sam Cohen.
Marjorie Tamillo.
I gotta raise this mic for a sec.
Yeah, take your time.
I forgot we could do that.
While he does that, make sure you slap that subscribe button real quick. Thanks for coming back. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a while. A lot of shit has been going on. So
You know, life gets busy, but the sports world never sleeps.
Ever. And speaking about never sleeping, we're gonna start with Steve Smith.
Yeah, tell me all about this, because we were talking about it the other day, and I am out of the loop on what the hell's going on. I just see Steve Smith. I see his face all over my feed of everything, and I haven't read anything about it, so
All right.
fill me in.
So, I don't know the name of the guy, but this guy who was in past tense, was a husband to a member of the Ravens marching band.
Okay.
And I don't know over how many years or how long it's been happening, but she's been getting porked
By Steve Smith. I assume that must have started when he was on the Ravens.
Yeah, it either had to be then, or maybe if he's around a lot. I don't know what his relationship is with the Ravens. I don't know if he's there often.
I love you said porked.
Porked.
Very pod friendly.
Crammed.
Yeah.
Got a lot of cramming.
A lot of cramming, a lot of porking. So you know, Steve Smith.
And pretty much he has been texting her all the time and stuff, so this guy found out, and he calls him.
Is that where that selfie meme is that I keep seeing?
It was like triple chin.
Yeah, okay.
So this guy calls him. He's like, "Hey, Steve, you've been cramming my wife."
Ooh. Steve
just goes, "What do you have to say for yourself?" It's silent for a couple seconds. Steve just goes, "I'm sorry." And then silence. Nothing. And then this guy went on his wife's Facebook and posted that post. I don't know if you saw the post.
Is it a screenshot of messages?
Messages and a big paragraph explaining everything about what's been happening, how those two have been, messing around with each other.
Okay, I didn't see that specifically. Or
So
at least I scrolled past it maybe.
This guy pretty much just took it to the internet.
Yeah, just put his wife on blast as well as Steve Smith.
And then he deleted everything off his account.
The guy or Steve Smith?
The guy.
Oh, okay.
Once he realized he's the biggest cuck of all time.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to just bring to the internet there.
Had to be out of anger. That had to be a spur of the moment, found out the night before and just went absolutely online berserk.
Right. It's not like what are you doing to Steve Smith by doing that? People be like, man, he's a bad guy. He slept with the guy's wife.
Oh, they're going to forget about that after a couple months.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting canceled. Or once
guy knows his sports calendar, though.
Does he?
Dropped it at the perfect time. Nothing going on.
Hey, that's true.
There's nothing else to talk about.
He needed something.
That's why it was breaking news.
He was waiting for his moment.
Imagine October, you ain't getting that.
True.
NHL, NBA, NFL.
NFL's done. NBA is still
MLB playoffs.
It was around All-Star break, so nothing. Nobody
gave
gave
a
a
shit
shit
right
about
after
that.
All-Star break that week.
Right. That's crazy. So speaking of it being an interesting time in the sports calendar, let's talk about the Four Nations for a second.
That was nuts.
That I think the NHL hit it right on the head of what you should do with an All-Star game.
Here's the thing.
For their sport specifically.
I was going to say, for me also, here's the thing. People are talking about how much more coverage it got.
Yeah. I
don't think it depends on, I don't think it matters the sport. When it's country versus country, yes. I think you get way more eyeballs no matter what. It could be not 100%. Boxing, but it could be, I don't know, it could be whatever.
And if you think about it, the timing of everything too, Canada's pissed at us because of the tariffs that Trump
it was timed perfectly.
There's all kinds of
it was timed absolutely perfectly.
Yeah,
you know what would have really been a kicker?
Happening.
We added Russia in there.
Right.
Because not only are they really good at hockey, but
should make it the Six Nations next year. Add Russia and one more.
One more.
I don't know who else.
India.
I wonder if they have a hockey team.
They do. They got their first one ever. That's why I said that.
Really?
Yeah, so they probably shouldn't be.
Have any NHLers?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Highly
I was going to say, I think I would know.
I don't know who else is good. But
that tournament was incredible.
It was insane.
Incredible. I watched every single
NHL
game.
absolutely killed it. You're right.
Yeah.
But when people compare it to the NBA All-Star game, it's at this point in time in the NBA All-Star game, the shit is for kids. It's for kids now. It's marketed for kids. It's all for kids. If you're an adult and you're still judging it, Stop watching it. Like,
Yeah, I
like
mean, that's what I did. I just literally didn't watch it this year, and I had
There's-
a blast. Not
Ryan
watching
Russillo was like, "There's no point in me watching it. It's marketed for kids only. Why do
Yeah.
I don't need to watch it?"
Like
and he's
Kai-
an NBA analyst.
Kai Sinat's like on the court. And
Yeah,
you
I
got
mean,
Kevin Hart talking.
it's
the
great
whole
for the
time,
kids.
and-
The kids would love that.
I'm sure they liked it.
And they'd be like, they're probably the ones that are like, "This All-Star weekend was awesome."
Right, and that's one way to get a new market of people in for the next generation. You
Not
gotta-
for nothing.
Numbers
They're
are
going to be
numbers.
around longer than we are when it comes to that stuff
100%.
right now. Like, quite literally.
And
They're going to live longer than us as of right now.
Yeah, and numbers are numbers. So like, it doesn't matter if you're getting a 40-year-old population or a bunch of 10-year-olds.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, that drives up jersey sales, too.
Yeah, it just does drive the average NBA fan nuts because we have seen some awesome All-Star games and awesome dunk contests and things like that, like when we grew up. So like, we always want that again, but like, it's tough to bring it back. Like it's,
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the NFL. The Pro
Yeah.
Bowl, they shouldn't even do the
That
Pro
shit's-
Bowl anymore, dude.
yeah,
It's just
that's-
stupid.
They're
Like,
playing flag football now.
it's
Like,
for kids.
It's for kids.
That's another
Sure.
all-star
They're
event
doing,
that
you
is
know-
completely marketed for kids that nobody watches and nobody gives a shit about,
Yeah.
but nobody complains about because it's not in the middle of the season.
That's true. Yeah, I think with that, they got to bring that back, but put it in Hawaii, make it a real game, and do it after the season so all the players that are in the Super Bowl can still play in it. That's where they ruined it. Is like once they put it before the week before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That way, because they have that gap where like
Nobody
nothing's
gives a
happening for a
shit.
week, and they
We're
want
waiting
the
on the
money
Super
then, but,
Bowl.
Like, yeah, if you do it after though, like guys that are in the Super Bowl, like they'll go to Hawaii, bring their family out there,
Oh my
throw
God,
a football
yeah.
around a little
Yeah,
bit. Like,
why not?
Absolutely. Plus, you get the best players. Like Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Because like nobody wanted to play, everybody was hurt, everybody's in the Super Bowl. Like,
Dumb.
doesn't make sense.
Dumb.
Anyway, All-Star games, they're all fucking trash.
Great job,
NHL's
NHL, though.
like,
Good
tip
job.
the cap. But tough loss though for the USA.
Yeah, that one
Last
hurt.
game was- Last game was tough.
That one hurt. Shout out Oldie.
Yeah.
Hell of a Canadian. I don't know if you saw any of that stuff on PMT. Oldie?
Oh yeah, the guy that
The,
came and watched with
the
them.
Canadian they brought.
Yeah, that was cool.
That guy was a gem.
I watched some of the live stream during the game.
That guy was a gem.
He was a cool guy. Very nice guy too. Very Canadian.
That's what they wanted.
Yeah.
They said they wanted the nicest Canadian
Yep.
possible, and they got
found
it.
him. He was a
He
nice
was like
guy.
nice, and then also was able to talk
He
shit,
was
which
talking
is
shit,
exactly
but then
what
at
they
the end
wanted.
Was like shaking hands and like he went and shook every single person's hand in the room. He was taking shots of maple syrup. Like that was dope.
A lot of body armor.
Was that actual maple syrup that he was
Yeah.
taking shots of?
Yeah, he
not
brought-
like alcohol.
No, he brought maple syrup,
Okay.
and he brought like a bunch of Canadian snacks and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, I got toques for the boys.
He's like, have some of this, some gold, some liquid gold, boys.
I think they're called loonies.
Loonies, yeah,
Gave him a couple loonies.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
very good stuff. Basketball, talk hoops,
Lake Show.
late show.
Putting
I
on
can
a show.
Finally, just enjoy watching them play. Like I'll stay
You
up
can.
till 1 a.m. now. Before I was like, am I really gonna wait till 10 o'clock and watch this game and then have them lose to fucking whoever, have LeBron sit out or AD's hurt or whatever it is. Now I'm like, you got Luka and LeBron on the court. I'm watching.
Exactly.
Locked in.
Exactly. Locked in,
Playing
loaded,
good ball.
ready to
Redick
roll.
has him playing great basketball. Right?
I mean, JJ Redick's in heaven right now.
Yeah,
He gets to coach LeBron and Luca.
Luka, like he said in the past, is like his favorite player because like he just of everything he does. Like when he was on the podcast, he was always saying Luka's his favorite player to watch. All this shit, and then starts a podcast with LeBron. A couple months later, is the coach of that team, and now has them both.
What are you gonna do?
Like can't draw it up any better than that for JJ.
Yeah, no, the Lakers are looking good. We were just talking about it. Again, I think it's going to come down to them, OKC, and who are the other team I mentioned?
Nuggets,
No, I said the Mavericks.
Mavericks. Yeah,
Still think the Mavericks are still set up to win in the playoffs. I don't care what anyone says.
yeah. I mean, if they just like stay afloat while their guys are all down right now,
They got a playoff built roster. They got guys that don't need to play a ton. They're fine in terms of seeding.
they're gonna be the last team you want to play, like in the playoffs, because they might be like a 6 or a whatever seed. 7, 8,
And
if they're playing.
Luka may not be on that team anymore, but all those other guys lost in the finals. They
They all
definitely
got that
want to get.
experience, too.
And they're definitely hungry to get back where they were because they got a taste.
And now, like, we haven't really gotten to see it, but like AD with all those long
In a playoffs, dude, in a playoff series, they're going to be a hard
Gafford
team to
and
beat.
PJ Washington, they're large.
They're going to be a very hard team to beat
yeah.
if everyone's healthy. I mean, it's going to be, and then you have Clay, Kyrie,
Yeah.
Max Christie's playing good.
Max Christie's playing lights out. I'm upset that we had to include him in that trade, but it
But I
makes
mean,
sense. Like
now it makes the trade better
yeah,
for both sides.
we only gave up, 1 first-round pick. I would say Max Christie is equivalent to a first-round pick talent. He's 20, 21 years old.
Right now, he's playing, like you
has
said, lights
experience
out.
in the league already.
So, I mean, hard to argue with that.
He's like really started to pick it up too towards the end like when he was with the Lakers right before we traded him. I was like, I love what Christie's doing. He was in the starting lineup. He was playing great defense. Darvin Ham had him fucking buried under the bench.
He's
forever.
also an idiot.
Yeah, he also had, when Darvin Ham first got the job, Austin Reeves was playing below Pat Bev. So,
Yeah, that makes no sense.
yeah.
I don't know why he would start Pat Bev in any situation.
Anyone that thinks Darvin Ham's a good coach is just dumb. He was not a good coach.
Speaking of dumb, I'm tired of this Anthony Edwards just face of the league crap.
Yeah.
The guy's suspended for a game because he has 16 technicals.
I'm tired of all the face of the league crap. Stop fucking, like, why we got to talk about it? Just
Yeah.
enjoy all the fucking
Tatum.
great young stars in the league.
Tatum.
Yeah, I mean, Tatum definitely gets disrespected. What he said the other day, I thought that was fine to say.
In terms of, like, the face of the league, you want, like, a role model for children, and the guy's a complete role model.
He's been a father since he's been in the league.
Yeah. I mean, his kid's grown up in front of the entire league.
Has been raising a child while growing himself.
Never talks crap about anyone or anything, ever. Is very humble. And, oh, yeah, he's leading in every stat since 2020. But he's not the face of the league.
He's been to, what, 2 finals now?
2 finals and 7
one
Eastern Conference
championship.
finals.
7 Eastern Conference finals, 6 All-Star games.
Or
7?
six Eastern Conference finals in 7 years. 6 All-Star games, 1 championship, 2 finals appearances. And he's not even 27 years old.
Not many people have that many accolades at 26.
Oh, he's a gold medalist. I don't care if he played or not. He has it.
I mean, still gets it. Still gets
And
it.
he should have played. Let's all be real.
Absolutely.
Like, that shit was stupid. Imagine just Steve Kerr looking down. No offense, I love the bald guy, but you see Derek White and then you see Tatum. And you're like, Derek.
Like, I understand that Derek White's a role player that fits in. You need role players like that, but, like, you could also just put in Jason Tatum. Like,
it's not like that's going to hurt. It's not going to hurt you.
It's not like Derek White does anything way better than Tatum does. Like, I don't think he does anything better than him. Maybe on-ball defense.
I love that guy. He's
like,
my bald king.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Derek White's great.
He'll tell you that too. That's the thing about Derek White too. Is Derek White will also be like, Tatum definitely should have played over me.
He's like, Tatum's an absolute superstar, and I am the best role player in the league. Like, that's just how it is.
Tell you what though, this shy guy,
Yeah,
baller,
he's a hooper. What are your thoughts on the free throw merchant allegations? People like to say he's a free throw merchant, but
yeah, I mean the guy can score though.
I never thought that was like a knock on somebody.
Me neither. You know what that thinks to me? That means he's a
smart basketball,
and he's a good enough finisher to make a defender like not defend properly.
Right, and if you're finishing on stuff you're getting fouled on too, you'll take game ones all day. Doesn't matter.
Because I got a good idea. If you want him to stop being a foul merchant, here's a good idea for the opposing defense. Play defense.
Or stop fouling him.
Or stop fouling him.
Yeah.
Just don't foul him.
Right.
And then guess what? You don't get a foul call. And then he's not a free throw merchant. But I guarantee he's going to make that bucket if you play regular defense.
Yeah, I never really understood that.
That's the trade-off.
Even for like Harden and Trae Young.
For anybody.
Like
the trade-off is if you don't foul them, they're probably going to score.
Right. And you're also, every time you foul them, you're giving them a break.
And you make them earn it.
You let them breathe for a second. So, like, if you just, let them have one, whatever, you're not getting that break. Like, just play better D. Make an adjustment. Switch off.
Yeah, I don't like when people are called free throw merchants. The only one that's a real free throw merchant is Joel Embiid, because I just hate him.
Speaking of him, out for the rest of the year.
Is he? Is that what I see him right there?
Yeah, right here. Missed the remainder of the season due to his knee injury.
Well, you know what they say. You know what they say, right?
What do they say?
Trust the process.
Yeah, gotta trust it.
Gotta trust it, guys. Gotta trust it, Philly. Yeah, you guys are stupid and you're done for years.
Paul George
Dumb.
said he's gonna do some load managing on podcasting so he can focus on winning a championship.
How embarrassing is
He
that?
said that 20 games under 500. Like, that is an insane thing to say.
To be honest, Paul, now that I think about it,
3 months ago.
not even that. I think you should focus more on podcasting right now.
Honestly, yeah. Like,
Paul
this
ain't
is the
going
time
your way.
This is the time where you should be load managing your basketball. At this point, you're playing injured on a team that's not going to make the playoffs. What are you doing?
I think you pack up the locker. You pack up the locker, not for good, just for the year.
Maybe hang them up.
Under construction, we'll call it. Under construction. Put a little caution tape around the locker. Make sure nobody touches anything. Nothing goes nowhere. Just don't come back. Keep podcasting. Podcast your butt off. Interview every player in the league. Why don't you go on a tour? I mean, you're better off.
You should just set up the equipment right in the Sixers locker room, and then post game be like, "Yo, guys, come on in."
Embiid,
Tyrese.
Embiid, you got a lot of energy. Come here. You haven't done anything tonight.
Comes in the street clothes.
Tyrese. If I'm Tyrese, I want nothing to do with those two idiots.
Tyrese Maxey would sit down and be like, yeah, I had 57 tonight on 47 shots, and everyone else is trash. So, yeah, poor Tyrese Maxey. I feel bad for him, honestly.
I would just be
He's an
annoyed.
Uber.
I'd be annoyed as shit at both of them.
There's so much talent on the team, and like it's just being completely wasted, and there's so much money going towards those two guys, and they're doing nothing for it.
Daryl Morey's got it, everyone. Don't worry. Daryl Morey knows what he's doing.
Maybe James Harden was right.
James Harden, of course, was right.
He might have been.
Listen, James Harden might be a crybaby, but most of the times he cries about the right things.
Yeah. I'm honestly I like Harden again. He's a Clipper, so like I don't really like him, but like I don't know. I respect his game again.
You don't mind him.
Yeah, I don't mind him.
He had to get away from Daryl.
Yeah, for sure.
Why he got out of the Rockets, and then he for some reason like had an epiphany and wanted to reconnect, and then like had another epiphany and was like, wait, I fucking hate this guy.
It just felt like straight drama for a little while with him all the time, but maybe it was.
Part of me feels like he missed it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he was like,
a little more.
Daryl, I need a little fiery Daryl.
I need a thrill in my life.
Daryl used to have a spark.
Daryl.
He used to light a spark in me.
Oh.
I got no spark now. And then he got there, and then he was like, wait, I forgot why I left, and now I remember, and I don't want to be here anymore. That's him, KD, and Kyrie.
Let's take a peek at the standings here.
Big game tonight for the Seabirds.
Yeah, they got the Cavs, right?
Big game. If we beat the Cavs, I don't give a fuck about records. I don't care what anyone says. We're the best team in the East.
I'd agree with that,
league.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Still the best team in the league, in my opinion. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Can't win them all.
We got the Cavs up at the top. Celtics behind them. You got the Knicks. Knicks are like something with me. I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Knicks are the worst third seed of all time.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Like they look good. The roster's good. Some games that I'm like, okay, the Knicks can hoop, and then other games I'm just like.
Well, they fall right in their place. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they lose to the teams they're supposed to lose to.
For sure. So I don't know. I don't have a ton of faith in them.
And I'll never understand Tibbs' rotations.
Mm-mm.
They're very dumb, and he plays guys way too long, and then he wonders why half his team's hurt by the end of the playoffs.
I think the Bucks could end up making a little noise again this year. The 5th seed right now, but I feel like obviously Kyle Kuzma doesn't move the needle, but like I feel like they're starting to play better. Giannis is playing well.
Sometimes getting a change in is kind of all you need.
Bringing a little youth. Chris Middleton wasn't it anymore.
Speaking of youth, where are the Pistons?
Pistons are right below them in the 6th spot. Yeah. They're not even a play-in team. They're a playoff team right now.
Good for you guys, Detroit.
And they're 5 games above the Magic too. So like they're holding down that 6th spot pretty hard.
31 wins in the last 2 years, and they have 33 currently.
You got to give Cade Cunningham a lot of credit.
And that staff bickerer.
And yeah, JP Bickerstaff has been bickering with that staff the perfect amount because they're playing good hoops. Yeah, Cade's averaging 25. God damn.
25 for the kid?
Yeah.
Young Cade. Somebody call him Dalton King Cunningham.
I like the
I don't know. Let's go with this
what's
mic.
it called? The Thompson brothers. Thompson
Amen and Asar.
Yeah.
Brothers.
I think Amen might be better.
They're also brothers.
Yeah.
You were right.
Sure. I like the Rockets one better, but
Asar?
no, I'm on.
Amen?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit better.
Amen.
Just a little.
Amen Thompson.
And then Asar is a Piston. I like him too, but
What is a piston?
I believe it's a car part.
We went over this
Their,
before, right?
Motor City is like Detroit, so I think it's a.
Then what's with the Stang? Mustangs? Ford? Bingo.
There it is. Boom, broke it down.
That'd be a funny clip.
Might be. Let's move over to the West though. Then we got the Thunder.
What side?
Grizzlies. How do you feel about the Grizzlies? They're in the 2 spot.
Fake.
I think they're fake as well. I think they're a good team, but I don't think they're going to be a playoff team.
It's all fugazi.
It's always
propaganda.
with the Grizzlies. They can have good squads. They'll get to the playoffs. They lose to a better team that should have been a higher seed probably if they played better early on.
Josh still shouldn't have got suspended.
Yeah.
Can't suspend Ja. Can't.
Rockets too, dude. I kind of like the Rockets.
They're taking off.
I kind of like the Rockets.
They just got to watch for Ime.
Yeah.
Because, he could just
Start smashing
cram somebody's wife at any moment.
Steve Smith, Ime.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
None.
None at all.
Luis Heel has shoulder injury.
Oh, no.
Starter to undergo MRI after being shut down due to discomfort in pitching shoulder.
Oh, no. The fraudulent rookie of the year should have been Colton Cowser.
Looking bright for the Bronx Bombers. Looking bright. Future's bright right there, baby.
Should we sneak in a little baseball talk? Let's get a
Future.
little,
I mean, I guess since I just got this notification.
might as well sneak a little.
If this
spring
wasn't a
training,
Yankee,
come
I
back
wouldn't
to
have said
basketball.
anything about it. But the fact that it's Luis Heel, I just had to open my mouth.
I did add in our Twitter bio, #1 Yankee haters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just had to.
I love to hate him.
Me too. I live for it. I have my whole life. I was in an elevator with Joe Torre
fucking-
once, and my parents couldn't tell me that it was Joe Torre. I was like 5. They didn't tell me because they were afraid that I would tell him he fucking sucks, which was a good move by them because I absolutely would have. Fuck Joe Torre.
Fuck you, Joe.
Took the cap though. Great coach, all timer.
Nah, he's
Not
brave.
like that Aaron
Scumbag
Boone.
brave.
Not like that Aaron Boone though.
Aaron Doone,
That
they
guy.
call him.
That guy can coach you into the ground.
First of all, Yankees are losing their balls here.
Yeah,
They're losing their pride.
have no more beard policy.
They're losing their pride.
I'm for that, but I wish that they didn't.
I'm for it.
because I like to make fun of that. I enjoyed that they had that because I thought it was dumb, and I think they're dumb.
I'm for it for this reason.
Let's hear it.
It makes Hal Steinbrenner look like a weak pussy,
That is true.
which I love.
That's facts.
Which
And
means
he is.
which
He
means the
is.
integrity of the Yankees are falling.
I
and
think
when-
every Yankees fan would tell you that Hal Steinbrenner's a pussy.
Probably, but when the integrity falls,
Yeah.
it's
true.
not gonna get good.
Not like Georgie. Georgie wouldn't have had that.
Georgie, he
Georgie-
made Johnny Damon look
Yeah.
like a fucking new human.
Yeah, Johnny Damon turned into a naked mole rat. And
A naked mole
all
rat.
because of Georgie.
Dude, it's crazy. It's
That's
crazy to me though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then
He's
they
rolling
also-
in his grave, rolling.
They also stopped. This is, I think, an actual good movie.
Names on the back.
No.
Oh,
That would have been funny.
That would be-
Then it's
that'd
dead.
be awesome.
It's dead.
That'd be the
Yeah,
best.
The cult is dead.
Let's just start sending Hal hate mail of
Yeah.
like how you don't want to represent, like the players don't have any representation. Let's start some like crazy shit.
What I was gonna say is New York no longer plays after a loss, which I hate because I used to love going to an Orioles game in Yankee Stadium. They get the win, they walk out, and then you start walking around, start spreading the news.
Yeah.
Looking right in the eye.
Dude, at City
New
Field,
York,
at City
New
Field,
York.
after that game, after we won, I was going. First of all, Lindor hit
After
3 home runs.
The Subway
So-
Series.
yeah. So that place was nuts anyway. But I just kept going. Start spreading the news.
Yeah, it's the best.
The Yankees fucking suck.
look a fan right in the eye and say, hey, buddy, start spreading them.
And I was literally screaming Derek Jeter's an illegitimate Hall of Famer. I'm not even kidding. Like there's many people that can quote me. I literally
believe
was
it. No, I believe
screaming
I've
it.
gone to games,
Like at the
yeah. I
top of
believe
my
it.
lungs, I was screaming it. I
Good.
was like, Derek Jeter's an
Let 'em know.
illegitimate Hall of
Let
Famer.
him know. Worst
People were
defensive
cracking
rating of
up.
Any shortstop ever.
I said that too.
That's
I
the
was like,
lie.
he's
Worst
the worst
defensive
shortstop of all time. Start spreading the news. The
Don't get me
Yankees
wrong.
suck.
Guy could hit balls. A lot of singles. Whole lot of them.
that was
Great
fun.
hitter. Great contact hitter.
Number 1 Yankee
But,
hater.
you know,
And now we have
couldn't feel the lick.
Juan
Couple
Soto.
good plays. Dove
Juan
into the stands
Soto.
one time.
Juan Soto, baby.
See, Soto said he wants the Gold Glove.
Gold Glove, World Series, MVP. Get it all. Get it all.
Love it.
Get it all in. Yeah,
Love
you
to
want a
see
Gold
it.
Glove. You want to know why? Because he's playing with his
'Cause he
Dominicanos.
saw the clip that I posted when he was on the Yanks last year of him dropping those balls in the outfield, and he was like, "I can't do that as a Met.
There
Can't
was-
do it. Not for the pro am."
There was a lot of people. There was an interview that he did on the Nationals, and they said, like, what jersey would you rather wear, Phillies or Mets? And he said Mets because a lot of Dominican people like the Mets.
Ah, interesting.
That was way back when. He's always been a Met fan. I've been saying that. And I'm telling you, it's true.
Must have been.
I'm telling you, it's true. He's always been a fan of the Mets. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we have like a shit. We're literally like almost all Dominican.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now that I think about it, actually.
I mean, Vladdy Jr. could come next too. That's also a big thing.
Will
there.
come next. I'm
Yeah.
manifesting that right here, right now. He's
That's a big
coming.
thing.
Deadline, keeping Pete. Gonna have both. Pete DH, Vladdy first, World Series. Bring it here.
Wow.
Bring it here.
And then next year you could just let Pete walk.
Yep.
There's the option.
Not even let him
Wow.
walk. Not even let him walk. We literally like judo kick him out of the
Yeah.
door. Say, see you, Pete.
Yep.
Thanks for nothing.
Yep. You like it's almost like Indiana Jones where he replaces the bag that he has to like switch out with something else. Like Pete Alonso's right there. You win the World Series. As soon as it ends, switch him out with
Yep.
Vlad.
Yep. Quick
Right away.
switch.
Quick switch.
You won't even notice.
Vlad's in there.
You won't even notice.
Full Dominican squad.
Same
World
number.
Series again.
Keep Alonso on the back of the jersey too. They'll look the same.
Oh,
They're
man.
pretty much. They'll be like,
Mets have names on the back, right?
yeah, we're not piece of shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Forgot you have pride in who you are as humans.
We're a family team.
You don't have to hide.
We're family
You don't have to hide your
oriented.
identity.
Family oriented
You
organization.
want everybody to know who you root for.
Yeah, and
Not-
what
not just a
we like
number.
showing off people's family
Just a
names.
beer
They earned
number.
it. They earned the right
That's
to
facts.
put their name on the back of that goddamn uniform.
That's-
We're gonna do it for them.
That
We're gonna
is-
give them that right, and that's why Uncle Steve is an uncle to everyone.
As a kid too, you're playing sports, you're like, I want my last name on the back.
Everybody walks around in a
buy
baseball
custom
stadium with
jersey
what?
your last name on
Everybody
the back.
walks around with baseball stadium in a jersey with what on the back? Their favorite player's name, because that's the jersey they want to show everybody how much they like that guy.
Facts.
And only the dumb Yankees you have to try and remember a guy's number.
You might as well, if I was a Yankees fan, go buy a on sale Juan Soto jersey and say it's a Roger Clemens jersey.
There you go.
Like, what are you doing?
There you go.
There's your loophole in your Colt.
Your roid user. Go support him.
Go get Roger Clemens. Go get a
He's a
Rock.
complete scumbag.
Who else wore 22? There's definitely someone else notable with 22.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
He was an all-time thief.
He was, yeah.
He
He robbed New York.
Yeah, he was a Red Sox at heart for his whole life. And then the Yankees were like, we'll give you the most insane contract ever. He was like, I'll take it. And then he just never played ever again. Like, he was just ass and then never played. Crazy.
Love it.
That's a
Good
true
job,
Sox
Hal.
move.
Good job, Hal.
I bet you Sox fans respect Jacoby Ellsbury for that.
They might.
Like,
They might have a ton of
deep down,
respect
I
for the
think they
guy.
know that he didn't want to be there.
Nah. Here's the sad part about Vlad, though. It will mean
What's
getting rid of Ronnie. Ronnie will have to go.
If they trade for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I'm okay with.
But if they don't trade for him, which I know you want him now.
Ronnie gets to stay. We kick Pete to the curb, and we sign Vlad.
Exactly. Yeah. Either way, I think he's going to end up there. It sounds, to me at least, especially after what you just said.
You know who he's really, really good friends with, minus Lindor and Juan Soto,
Who?
which gives me the most confidence, like almost best friends. Alvy.
Vlad is?
Yeah, him and Francisco are
And
very,
and
very
he's
good
young,
friends. They always
so-
post each other's stories and comment on it and whatnot.
Interesting.
They're always training together. Telling you.
I could see it. I mean,
Juan Soto's going to start a trend.
I'd love to get him out of the AL East.
It might just say Los Mets for the rest of the time now.
That would go hard.
Because I think there's going to be a
Didn't they
trend.
used to do that? Like wasn't there some kind of? I'm thinking basketball. I'm pretty sure there was a.
There was Los
Spanish
Lakers.
Heritage night. Yeah, it was Los Lakers. Like I think the Heat had something. It was like it said El Fuego. I'm pretty sure on their jersey.
That or El Heat.
El Heat maybe. Yeah, that was what it was. Not El Fuego. They just turned it into the Miami Fire. That's funny.
No, but I think Juan Soto's going to start a trend.
Bringing all the Dominican-born players to
Just
New York.
Spanish in general. You
Is-
got Jose Siri,
Is
too.
Lindor's from Puerto Rico?
Yep.
Jose Siri is a good pickup.
Love him.
Love that. pickup.
Love him.
Love that.
Dude, I watched the spring
Good
training
player.
game the other day. Guy hits a single, steals second, steals third, and then we hit him in. And I was like, that's fucking sick.
Hell yeah. O's won 13-10 today.
Damn.
Jackson Holiday 2 for 3 with
Gotta
a
love
homer.
spring training ball where guys just
Love
mangle.
it. Just mash.
Pitchers that have no business pitching.
Mm-hmm. Colton Cowser 1 for 3.
That stud is pitching today.
Who you
Brandon
got?
Sprout.
Brandon Sprout's a name to look out for.
Big name. Big name pitcher
You know
to look
I
out
love
for.
prospects, so I will.
I'm telling you, watch out for Brandon Sprout.
I'll be reading articles about him.
People
for
keep
sure.
talking about how we don't have starters and anything like that. I think it's because we're planning on bringing this kid up.
I think that's kind of similar with the Orioles, where they have their rotation set, but there wasn't a huge need to go grab another guy because we have multiple other young guys that need to get a shot eventually. So
Yeah. Truth be told, the pitcher I wanted the absolute most in free agency was definitely Blake Snell.
me too, honestly. I wanted a lefty really bad,
And the guy just won the fucking...
and he went right to the Dodgers.
And he won an NL Cy Young. And of course, yeah, he goes to the
Facts.
fucking Dodgers. Dodgers are so stupid.
They're so loaded. Their team is juice.
It's just...
I think Sasaki's gonna stink. Low key, I've seen him getting crushed.
Roker?
Yeah, I've seen him getting.
Think the remote's not
They're
not
calling
going to be working?
They're calling him Meatball Man.
Meatball? Who's calling him Meatball,
this guy,
man?
this guy's calling him that. Me and whoever I saw that.
You heard it
tweeted
here
that,
first. The Roku remote has no batteries in it.
No batteries, and he's.
Or has it
serving
got
up
one? Has it got
meatballs.
one battery in it?
Just one, yeah. You gotta shake it a few times and flip it upside down to get it to work.
So like half works.
Yeah, it'll get it over the plate, but might go over the fence. Might go over the fence.
I would love that.
I'm also just kind of speaking that into existence because like the Dodgers don't need any good luck or anything.
They don't need anything.
They need fucking
They
all
need
the
bad
hate
luck.
in the world. I think everybody should join up. All other MLB fans besides LA should just join up and fucking hate the Dodgers.
I hope they have a leak
All
in their
year long.
stadium so bad they have to play in like Anaheim or San Diego.
That'd be something.
That way just no one goes.
Speaking of like playing in weird spots, Blue Jays are playing in. Is it the Blue Jays? Or no, the Rays. Yeah, the Rays are playing in. I want to say it was like the old Yankee AA Stadium or some shit.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, they don't have a
Something.
stadium right
Yeah,
now.
their stadium's destroyed, so they're playing in.
Good for them. They need a new stadium anyway.
I'm pretty sure it has like a fake short porch. Also, like it's like a mimic short porch type of thing, similar to Yankee
Love
Stadium.
that.
So like that kind of
That could be
pisses me off
huge.
though. Like, because the
But that could be huge for the O's.
True, yeah. Actually, I forgot we have to play them.
Steal
as
those
well.
road
Yeah,
wins.
Right. We will. We absolutely will.
That could be huge for the
We
O's.
got lefties for days.
You pretty much playing in 2 Yankee stadiums.
True. Jackson, Gunner, fucking...
A bunch of lefties.
Yeah,
Rutch.
Yeah.
Herney.
Hernsey. Tyler O'Neill hit a pimp job
I
yesterday.
love Dude,
Me too.
you're going to love him, I'm telling you.
I already do. He already showed up to practice, sleeves off, and he said...
First of all, he's yoked.
Yoked. He said in an interview he was trying to get all the guys to do Sleeveless Fridays.
Yeah,
I was
Sleeveless
come on.
Fridays.
Yeah. Sleeveless Fridays for warm-ups. Just no sleeves.
One thing about him, though, Canadian.
Is he Canadian? Wait.
Soon to be brother of ours.
This just popped into my head. Tyler O'Neill has homered in 3 straight
Opening days.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, or maybe it's 5 straight.
I don't know, but lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in. Videos.
Lock it in.
Day. I love
Even
it.
even in Oriole Park.
Yeah, don't
At
matter.
Camden Yards.
We moved the wall in, too.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Oriole Park at Camden
You
Yards.
moved it in?
Yeah, I moved it in. It's
Short
still,
right porch.
It's still deeper, but you know, there's a part that's way closer, and then like
You know what that
it's not gonna be
means?
as weird.
Another row for the splash zone.
True.
Or whatever it's called.
Splash zone. That's
Splash
it.
zone.
Bird bath.
Bird bath.
Either one work.
Knock that guy out. Take his
fucking
hose.
Mr. Splash. That's his name.
I'll knock Mr. Splash
It's a hell of a gig. What is happening on my phone right now? Jesus Christ. Fucking million Snapchats.
Millions. You hear that?
Millions.
Trillions. How are the White Sox? I'm wearing their hat.
White Sox? I would predict that they're going to be the second worst team of all time behind themselves last year. That's what I would guess. Actually, they might be worse because I don't think they added anyone and they lost everyone. They don't have Garrett Crochet anymore. Timmy Anderson's an angel.
Yeah, who cares about Tim
Yeah, he's
Anderson?
garbage. He's been bad, but
Hope the Phils crash and burn this year, too.
Phils, I think, will be pretty good. Their rotation's definitely one to reckon with. Let me watch it. All right, let me
Still hate them.
find them real quick.
Still can't stand them.
Yeah, your division's going to be
Good.
interesting. Yeah, Braves will be good again with Acuna back.
Gotta watch out for the Nats.
Nats will be better.
I don't know, I was
Marlins,
totally kidding.
they'll be better. They definitely have a decent young core, I would
Gotta
say.
watch out for the Marlins, Rockies.
Marlins, I wouldn't even.
Gotta watch out for the Rockies.
The only thing you have to watch out about the Marlins is who Sandy Alcantara's getting traded to at the deadline. That's the only thing. Mets. Yeah. Mets. Or
O's.
watch the Marlins for Kyle Stowers and Connor Norby, my former Oriole prospects who I love and care for. Hope they play well. Besides that, I don't give a fuck about
Who'd
the
you
Marlins.
guys trade?
It was the worst trade of all time. Matt, I just brought it up. We traded Connor Norby and Kyle Stowers for fucking Trevor Rogers. Yeah, and he's literally been in AAA since. Like, we sent him down. Now he's hurt. Like, he's just... I mean, he's still, like, 26, so, like, there's time to figure it out. I hate him. I think he's bad.
Can't say I'd like him either.
He won't be anywhere near the rotation, but we wasted 2 good prospects for nothing there.
Yeah, it's no good. No good.
Rather have added 2 more in and fucking got Dylan Cease or anyone else.
True, actually. Caesar. Soon to be met.
Even though the Padres are fucking lunatics with that shit. Anytime they bring up Dylan Cease in trade talks, it's like, okay, we want Jackson Holiday and Samuel Basallo and Cal Ripken.
Cal
It's
Ripken.
like, no. How about...
We want the rights to your stadium, your logo, and all concessions.
Bullshit, dude. Padres are steep with that shit.
They're just idiots.
Yeah, they have a million guys on massive contracts. They're like, hey, do you want them? We're like, no, you're paying them $300 million. They're like, well, give us all your prospects. We're like, no, what do you mean? Here's 2 of them. Crazy.
We want more. No.
Let's see. Did Mets play the O's at all this year?
They have to.
Oh, yeah, everybody plays everybody. I forgot.
I
Nowadays.
think they play away now. We hosted. Or
So
did
you're
we?
coming to the yard is what you're saying.
I don't know. Did we go to the yard last year? I know one of those games was a winker bomb at home to end it.
Yeah, and that was end of the year. That was the game that we were talking about going to. Remember we did,
It was
did
the
that
game.
podcast? We're like,
Yeah.
yo, we should get these tickets like early on.
You
They're
know
like
where we're gonna
$90.
sit, right?
We're
Right
gonna
where
sit in
he
the
was
first
throwing
baseline
his, right where he was
there.
throwing his shit and
Yeah.
going nuts. Yeah, we're dumb.
Yeah. That was
And the Metsies won.
a great series.
It would have stunk for you, but the Metsies won.
It was a great series though. Either way, all 3 games were.
That was
great.
so important for us.
That was what you won 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
That series, I think.
2 walk-offs.
Yeah.
They were back-to-back days.
Right.
It was nuts.
Nuts.
Then we dropped one. I was like, all right, that's
That was
expected.
when the O's bullpen was in shambles.
Yeah.
That was a rough stretch there.
How's
I remember
Teaster?
that week.
How's that?
Teaster's ramping up, baby. ramping up. He's looking good. He's throwing gas.
Good.
Check
Gotta get
out,
Dave Batista back in there.
Yeah, once I
Couple
think
of
having
Batista
him
bombs.
adds 10 wins to our team.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, I'd agree.
But then I'm thinking obviously you lose Corbin Burns, maybe that takes away a couple wins. But I don't know. The year before we won 101 because Batista would just if you had a lead, the game was over.
Yeah.
So
Guy's a shutdowner.
shutdown guy.
Comes in, shuts it down.
Plus he's just electric. 6'8".
Shuts it down.
I love
He's a
his
monster.
balls out there. The Omar whistle.
Okay, you're
Can't
a
wait.
goon, but what's a goon to a goblin? That has nothing to do with Felix Batista.
It doesn't, but shout out Lil Wayne.
Shout out Weezy. Alrighty, you got anything else on your mind?
When it's opening day, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Some day of the week.
That's a good point. Definitely some day of the week.
I think it's coming up.
It's definitely around the corner. I'm excited for it. So we got March Madness
I
around.
know.
That's
We'll have to get our own. Selection Sunday's on March 16th.
okay. That's what 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, and I've been betting a lot of college basketball, so
I
I'm
went for the
familiarizing
Bucks
myself with these teams, and I know who I don't want to touch with a bucket,
As well.
and I know who I want to put in
You know who I'm a fan
a
of?
lot on, and their name is the Tennessee Vols.
Ooh, you like the Vols?
Love them.
I love the Vols too. They're definitely good this year.
Ziegler's great, but I forget the name of the guard, number 11.
My dad could tell you right
Played
now.
Texas A&M the
Tennessee
other day.
guy.
Dude didn't miss a goddamn shot. He had 17
Let me see.
in the end of the first half. I was like, what is going on here? I took Texas A&M, who's an all-time folder who can't shoot, so I'll never take them again. Temple Owls I'll never bet on entire rest of my life.
Yeah,
I did
me
again.
neither.
They lost
Did you?
again in a close game again.
Yeah, I try to stay away from those guys.
Them in Maryland. Never bet on Maryland again.
Yeah, I had them the other day too. Fucking Michigan State half court shot.
His own.
That was crazy. That
You
game
know,
was
it's his
nutty.
30th year.
Izzo? Damn.
30.
Can't go against the Izzone when he gets the tournament. Can't do it.
30 years.
That's honestly unbelievable. I didn't know he was playing that long or coaching that
Yeah,
long.
he's playing.
He's been playing. He's been
Dude, he's
hooping that
playing.
whole time. Two guards.
You think that guy stands
Tom
around
Izzo.
in practice? That guy's running the point for his scout team.
He's definitely setting picks and shit.
I do that for us. It's I love
Yeah.
doing it. I'm like Curry.
I bet that's fun.
Oh, it's sick.
It's like, yeah, get to play a little bit of ball, but what I'm doing really doesn't necessarily matter. I can just have fun with it. I'm just setting the picks and.
No, I'm like,
ID.
I have to be like the main scorer
Oh, really?
for the other team.
That's even more fun.
Yeah.
Even more fun.
The other day we were doing one for a team we were supposed to play, and they just have a girl that just loves to drive and
Yeah.
just go on a fast break. So I just got to run wild.
That's gas.
Yeah, I was pulling up from like 30
Good workout too. Just getting
Great.
to play some hoops, some live
every day.
ball.
I practice.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. You drop buckets on them. Take them to church.
Take 'em to
Show 'em a little something,
church.
something.
Well, the coaches, they're like, you got to make it hard for them. Don't make them, trying to get them better,
For sure, yeah.
which means cook them.
Means go full throttle.
Put them on a back burner and cook them. I talk my shit.
What are your thoughts on Auburn this year? Still number one. but-
Todd Pettiford is disgusting
Yeah.
at basketball, but team wise, gross. They're gonna go deep. They are. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean they have 2 losses. One's to Duke.
Yeah, no, they're gonna go
Duke's
deep.
also nasty.
They're gonna
but I
go
hate
deep.
to say it.
They're gonna go deep too.
Probably.
I understand the ACC's. I get it's okay. It's not the greatest conference right now,
Definitely
but
not
I
good this
mean,
year, but
they're still
killing
head and
everybody.
shoulders above a lot of teams.
Yeah.
St. John Red Storm. Watch
St.
out
John's
for them.
is fun to watch. Dude.
Watch out for
They're
the Red
crazy.
Storm.
Rick Pitino's got the boys going. That's what they needed. They just needed a real college basketball
Yeah.
legendary coach to fucking come in and switch the program up.
And shout out John Fana. Watch out for the
John
Akron
Fana.
Zips.
Akron Zips are
He's
a good
got
squad.
the Akron Zips high on his radar.
Okay.
Shout out John Fanta.
actually-
You know John Fanta?
I do. That guy that's on
Voice of
PNC?
college hoops.
Yes. I have Akron minus 3.5 tonight.
Big on the
Already
Zips.
locked
Big
in.
on the Zips. And that'll get Braun involved.
Yeah.
That'll
true.
get Braun big
Akron.
time involved.
He's
Them
just-
and the tourney.
You know what
He's an
he is?
Akron guy
You
at
know what
heart.
he is? He's just a kid from Akron.
He's just a kid.
If you haven't seen it by the fucking 30,000 Instagram posts that he's used that caption on. Just a kid from Akron. King Crown.
Nothing was better than when I
Clever
saw
Braun.
I saw a video of Kai Cenat putting on the new LeBrons, and he started to put it on and got on his foot, and then he put the other one on. He's like, "Ooh, these kind of feel nice." He's like, "Enter our ball, enter our ball." As it was just coming out of him,
Yeah.
because enter our ball.
It's an ball! It's an ball!
We're
It's our ball!
It's our ball, ain't it?
That literally makes me laugh every single time I see it. Ain't that our ball? Ain't that our ball? That's our ball! Speaking of ball, LeVar Ball lost a foot. Never lost. Still said he can beat Jordan 101. 1 foot and all, which I respect the confidence.
Too much big balleros.
Yeah, I must have had those ZO2s on.
Too tight.
Rolled an ankle once or twice. Chopped it right off.
Shout out him.
Big shout out to him. I did a project
On his foot?
No, some kind of essay that I had to do about like a brand specifically.
Big baller?
I did Big Baller brand before they tanked, but it was like right on the verge of like them kind of like their website was
the
like
controversy.
down, so like we didn't know if it was like still a brand or not. But I just did a whole thing about their brand, and then like a couple weeks later, the whole thing shut down. And I was like, maybe should have picked a different brand there.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Baller brand, got me an A. That's all I got though. If you want to wrap this up,
Go for it.
Yep. Thank you for listening to Pro Am Pod. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. I was like, what's the last one? I always forget. But yeah, gonna have some clips coming out soon. More things coming out. More episodes. March Madness is around the corner. That's when
It's going to be madness.
That's when the bread and butter.
I am March.
We are March.
I'm actually
Here at the
October,
Pro Am Pod.
technically.
You're October.
You're technically Feb,
I am Feb.
technically.
Yeah, birthday just passed.
But we are March still.
We are March. As a unit, we're March, I would say. But yeah, Pro Am Pod, that's a wrap. Thanks for coming out. Peace.
Who do you think you are?